Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. This is my response to JB's five-ish work knives or top work knives that you have. Mine's definitely a five-ish list because there's just too many good ones and I couldn't not share all of them. So we'll do a little bit of, this isn't exactly in chronological order, but some of these are newer, some of them are older. And there's one that we're going to go off of some history for sure. But let's talk about back, I don't know, this is a Kershaw Oso Sweet. I love this knife, and this was my constant work companion for quite a long time. I think I got this probably around 2012 or 13. Absolutely love this knife. It's lightweight, love the blade shape. This is definitely been a workhorse knife. This is in the 8CR13 MOV. This is a unfortunate, I don't know if they've discontinued this one or not. I hope they didn't, but I really like this knife. I always have. The only complaint most people gave is they didn't like the design of the pocket clip, but it works like a pocket clip does. It's never bothered me to have that pocket clip. It does have a lanyard hole if you are into lanyards, and you can move the clip in a couple of different places there. So you can have it tip up or tip down, but it's, right hand side only. But this is just a fantastic work knife, and one that just, has always performed for me with little or no troubles at all. I'll see, maybe we can fit all these on the board, maybe not, but we'll put that one there for now. Let's see, probably not the best. I don't know. Do you like the blade up or blade down? We'll try it blade down. What the heck. Another knife that has been with me for quite a long time would definitely be my Spyderco Delica. You can tell from the clip, this thing's seen a lot of miles. I actually had to clean it up. It was pretty dirty. Still has, some scratches, and probably still has permanent tape gunk on there, like at the front, you can see. But this thing has worked for me, every time I've ever needed to use it. The Delica, as everybody knows, is a fantastic knife. I liked the orange handle, because with the orange handle, when you set it down, you're likely to pick it up and not walk away from it. I don't have to worry about dropping it into a actual like green environment, like if I'm in the forest or something like that. But definitely if you leave it laying around somewhere, you're going to see it. Plus, I thought with the orange color, in a way it's camouflage, because in a lot of work environments, all your safety equipment is orange. So this is not anything that's dangerous. This is actually safety equipment, so everybody likes safety equipment, right? So there you go. We'll put that guy right there. The last of the flipper knives that I have is this Kershaw Westin. Another design that these are, I think, just on the secondary market. They've stopped making these direct. Again, just a perfect little knife, one that's never gonna give you any trouble. And if you need a larger blade, this is definitely going to do the trick, and I've really enjoyed having that knife as well. Of course, you knew that this guy was going to come out, the Roper Pecos. That goes without saying that this has been a good knife. I only have picked this guy up recently, this year as a matter of fact, but I've carried this a lot. You've seen it on Instagram a lot. It's been on the channel a lot. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite knives, and definitely one that gets a lot of pocket time. If I'm going to walk out of the house or anything, even if I'm not working, I may just grab that Roper just because. Another great knife that I've been using is my Exalite Tl29, which this guy, I love the screwdriver on it. It actually, you know, on a couple of pieces of equipment that I have, it's almost like they designed the flathead screw just for this blade, it seems. You know, the engineers were looking at it. But this was made by Camillus, marketed by Exalite, and came in the Exalite toolkit. Just, you know, excellent spear point blade. Never had any issues with anything this ever needed to cut. And it's just an excellent, excellent work knife. One that you can get a lot of stuff done, and with the screwdriver blade, it's definitely something that's very versatile. Another knife that, this is more in my pocket carry, this mini trapper. Again, the orange color because of the safety connotation, but I was carrying this guy today, and this is just a fantastic little knife. You knew a trapper had to be in here sooner or later, because how could I be a trapper lover and not have a trapper that I carry? But I find that the mini trapper size, the 3.5-inch frame, is, you know, by far easier to carry in pocket than a standard size trapper. And I like the variety of blades. The clip point and the spay blade both work out just well. And let's see, I'm gonna run out of room. I'm already at 6 knives. Oh well. You guys knew it was gonna happen. What can I tell you? Then we have the Rough Rider Denim Micarta work knife. This guy, I was, you know, hesitant to buy it at first because I was kind of on the fence about it. Everybody said how great it was and how good it was and stuff. And they were right. This is an excellent work knife. I really have enjoyed carrying it at work. When I first got it and started carrying it, that was one of the things that I put on Instagram, was that I ended up carrying it, like, you know, the first 3 days that I had it, this was all I carried, was just this knife. I love the looks of it. I love how it feels in hand. The handle is perfect. I love the ringed bolsters. Just a really cool Wharncliffe blade. And this is just, it's a fantastic knife. Another traditional knife that you knew had to get in here was also my first Copperhead, this red Pickbone Copperhead from Rough Rider. And this was the first Copperhead I got, and this was actually when I started carrying larger size traditionals. This was the first one I carried, and I really have enjoyed this knife. This is one of my very favorite traditionals. I love it. Just a great Copperhead. One of the things I like about the Copperheads from Rough Rider is the same thing with the mini trapper. You're getting 2 full-size blades in these. You know, the blades are exactly the same size, and so you're getting, you know, 2 full-size blades, and that is just so versatile, because you can have one for, you know, work stuff, and you can keep one for food prep, or, you know, if one gets dull, then you can use the other one. But just a fantastic idea, and one that that has served me well. Kind of going back in time, this was on one of the other ones, this little Buck Workman, just a little baby lockback. I had to clean this off, and there's still some gunk that's on here. When I worked in a warehouse years ago, used to carry this knife like every single day. This was what I used to, you know, open boxes, cut things, open up pallets, you know, whatever I needed a knife for, because you don't really need a big knife to do a lot of those tasks. You just need something that's, you know, good and sharp, and it's going to get in there. And it's just been, it was a fun little knife, super lightweight. This thing's only about an ounce. This was made in the US. I don't know if Buck makes this anymore. They may not, but it's just a handy little plastic handled knife, and one that served me well. and one that I liked. But now I'm gonna have to clear off a space here in the middle. I don't know if these will sit up here at the top or not. They may not. Sorry if they're too far out of frame. But I had to talk about my true EDC, and Patty had a tag about a year or so ago talking about what would be the knife that they find on you if they just found you laying out in the street somewhere, and that's going to be the SD Classic. In fact, these I'm going to go for decades. I got this guy in the 80s, and we talked about that. That my dad got me this one when I was going to Germany, and I carried it the whole time I was overseas. Came back and carried it then, this little black one, until I was working for NCR, and they gave these guys out in the 90s. I carried this so much. I don't know. This one's still probably got gunk and stuff on it. Maybe, I don't know. Not too much, but I carried it so much that you see it lost the toothpick, because this scale is actually broken free. And so I lost the toothpick. The tweezers, still stayed in there. That was no problem, but you can't really hold anything into there. But yeah, so basically this was all of the 80s. This was the 90s. And this is the one that's on my keychain today. I had to take it off my keys when I got home from work. And so I did switch. I liked when they came out with these translucent blue handles. But you can tell this guy, he's my box cutting champ. When I need to cut through tape and all that other stuff, and I don't really want to get tape on my other blades or something, this would be my so-called beater. Again, the SD Classic, friendly in every kind of a office environment. I've never gotten anybody that's ever freaked out when I have a SD Classic in my hand. They're just such good knives. They really are. Anyways, I know that this is more than 5, but like JB said, his was 5-ish, and mine kind of is too. And I can't help it. I'm like you guys. I love knives. I love to carry knives. I want a different knife for different situations. I want a different knife for every day of the week. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It just depends. But this was such a fun tag. I want to thank you, JB, for tagging me and thinking of me. That was pretty awesome. I wanted to tag some other guys. If you've already been called out for tags, then I'm sorry if I missed it in, because this tag is like kind of going around the whole knife community right now. But if you haven't been tagged specifically, Williams Knife Life, I'd like to see your 5 users. Jersey Knife Guy, Pete, I know you have great choices, but I want to see what you're using every single day. And one of the newer guys on the block, Thrifty Kaniffy, go ahead and show us what your favorite users are and what you take to work or what you don't take to work, or however you want to do it. That would be good. And that's pretty much all I have for this one. I want to thank everybody, do all the good stuff, the like, share, subscribe, and ringing bells and all of that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.